Good job.
I
More.
didn't stare at it and be like, I think I won't keep this one. I only noticed and I was like, hey, weirdest game of what was it, like Subnautica I've ever played, ever seen.
Yes. Oh god. The most interesting Subnautica gameplay ever. Give me a
Man, these mods keep getting more and more intense.
Yeah.
Jesus. Eric's making a map. Oh
Like
no.
a different game.
Oh no. Okay. So let me just export the map before I crash anything. So yeah, how's everybody been this whole week?
Busy. That's about sums it up.
How you been again?
But life trained out of me.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Well, people, but that's about it.
Yeah. You can see in the campaign stuff references the whole map of Southstone. Big ass chunky boy. Oh fuck.
Hey. That looks like a lot of flammable buildings.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yes indeed. Okay. But yeah, session 9. Welcome everybody. Welcome to this shit show.
We all made it, but what did we make it to?
Exactly. You made it back to civilization, but a bit in too big of a city. Let's see.
I mean, I wonder how we got here.
I'll give you a recap on how you got it if you forgot about it. Ah, boy. Give me a second. I just need to figure something out as well, again and again and again. And this should be working. Nice. So, yeah. Also, let me just quickly upload this map to the stream.
Ooh, it's got cold.
And let's see. Nice. Oh my god, this map is so big. That's what she said, but still, it's big. It's chunky. It's chunky. Oh my god, it is.
Like we go there, like we decide just to turn around and walk the opposite direction.
I mean, it's up to you to decide if you want to do that. I'm not gonna be like, no, nah. You can go. You can try your luck somewhere else, I guess.
You being willing to let us do something stupid and you wanting us to do something stupid are two different things.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Oh my god, I have 2 backgrounds. Oh god. Fuck.
Oh, I recognize this area. Let's go away from it.
Oh god. Yeah.
Civilization. Well, now that we've made it, let's go somewhere else.
Oh boy.
That's on my bucket list.
Oh god.
Now that we've made it back, let's figure out a way back to that hellhole we just left.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm kind of missing the snow. Reminds me of home. Let's go back.
Oh boy. Yeah. So, with that being said and done, I guess everybody's. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, never mind. So, session 9, everybody, welcome. So I guess a recap is in order because everybody forgets. To be prompt. I guess first thing first, is everybody present? Is nobody's missing? Because that'll be kind of awkward to start without someone. Okay, so last we left off, you, my good people, traversed the harsh terrain for quite a while, following the tracks of the werewolves that stalked you, eventually just coming across this nice open plain that led to just fuck knows where, in the middle of nowhere, and there was no sign of life besides the footprints of the werewolves tracking across it. And you decide to go into the plains. Until a few hours later, a blizzard picked up the pace, and all of you were kind of just lost in a storm. Until you found yourself near a herd of animals with a sound of a bell inside of it. Warren decided to check inside, and then he realized once he got inside, the whole perspective changed from middle of winter to the middle of the summer. Walked a shepherd with very interesting characteristics that called herself too. So all of you got there, informed about your current situation, and told where you came from, which alerted the individual, and she became very displeased and annoyed. And she had to go somewhere, but before she went somewhere, she asked if you need to go somewhere. And says just pick a name or place. And since nobody really knows where they want to go, and the first location that was muttered was Southstone by Julie, up all of you vanished in a sudden blue flash. Face first into nice, white, warm sand. Comparatively. So, Julie, one of the first people who got their face out of the sand and looked around, she realized herself that she is quite close to home, as she was maybe just a bit on a hilly side overlooking the city of Southstone, maybe 2 miles away from the city itself. A city of bards, a city of love, and a city of tragedy. So, with that being said and done, let me just describe something, because that's where we last left off. At the moment, the time is maybe 5 p.m. in the evening, and it's getting quite dark because it's still in mid of autumn. Most of the trees have lost their leaves, while some still have some sort of grasp of them. And you just basically see large city with cobblestone walkways and pathways as far as the eye can see. So yeah, what would you like to do as I put on the music for this little place?
I look over at Julie. What did you say? Where'd you send us?
I didn't expect her to actually get us here that quickly. Well, yeah, this is home.
This home. This is your home.
Yes. This is where I went to college, and this is where I currently have my home.
Ah, well, big city. I guess that explains her social skills.
I mean, she was able to send us. We were so far.
That's what I'm saying. I did not expect. I didn't even think you would know this place.
You underestimate the power of a celestial.
How far do we think we are from where we were?
From where you were?
Yeah.
Like where you got teleported from?
Yeah.
Roll me, all of you roll me intelligence check.
Oh boy.
Or an insight. One of the two.
Oh, I'm going with insight. By the way, we leveled up last time, and
Oh, yeah.
my 8.
Fuck, I forgot. I said I was forgetting something. Okay, give me a second. Fuck.
Oh yeah, do you want mine as well?
Yeah, yeah, please do. So let's go with Gen. What's your HP now?
My HP now is, hold on, looking. Okay, now my page wants to mess up on me. It's one. Ooh, that's not the max. 146.
146.
Wait, let me make sure. Yes.
Okay, and then the war room goes to 121. Give a second.
Oh, no, it's 144. Sorry.
44.
And my AC has went up to 15.
Nice. Okay. Julie, how much HP do you have?
HP, I was 132, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 132.
Okay.
Okay, insight.
So. Well, before getting teleported and having that interesting conversation with the Celestial, as Terry puts it, she told that you're kind of on the roof of Kormuga, very close to the northern Arctic. Knowing the geographical position of Southstone, since it's pretty easy to notice because it's one of the most well-known cities on the south shore of the empire in the biggest continent. By land, across, and then sailing, maybe 4 months of travel. On the boat, maybe 8.
I'm gonna look at kind of everyone else and go, how far do you think Owl friend of ours can hold influence?
Well, I mean, if that owl has any of the power of that woman, possibly just as far.
So we have sold our souls to them essentially, and then just departed from the place we were meant to go for them.
What did you guys agree to?
I did not expect her to teleport us this far.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I'm just gonna like clap his hands and go, great! I'm just checking we're all on the same page.
I don't think we are. What's going?
You're fine.
You're fine. Julie's fine.
You're having a great time.
We're still fucked.
I think a bit more so, unless it was really far west, maybe. I don't know.
With that insight, you know that it's northeast part of the world, northwest. Yeah, northwest. So you're somewhere in the
So
middle.
we moved southeast. Great. The exact opposite direction.
Essentially.
God. I mean,
What did you guys agree to? Can't be that serious.
all right, keep up. And he taps the bracelet on his wrist. We made a deal with a deity to go and get information for him in order for him to take these bracelets off our wrist.
I mean,
Julie was able to get hers off because we were able to persuade, to show trust. Julie was able to get hers taken off, but the rest of us were stuck.
so wait. So do you owe him something for Julie's bracelet, or are you guys just kind of?
We
A
gave
stalemate
the
here.
creature an oath that we would help them. And
Oh.
we now I'm not sure if we can fulfill that oath.
Well, I mean, there's a theoretical possibility that the deity that moved us here would be at somewhat fault. But good luck trying to convince a god of that.
When we get attacked by a swarm of angry owls, please use that argument.
Ah. So yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna even bother wasting owls to just leave us with this thing on us and whatever it's doing to us.
Hopefully, but then again, gods are usually very petty creatures. Like dwarves in many ways. Hold a lot of
I am
grudges.
not that petty.
Jeez, the
But
ego is
yes.
inflating.
You are not petty in the same way you are not a god.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Anyway, where have we been dragged to before a swarm descends from the sky? Where have you taken us?
Oh well, welcome to my home. This is Southstone. I suppose we should head in that way and Bluestone. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But here's the interesting part. Ironically enough, your home is the other side of the stone. It's a long walk, maybe 10 or so miles.
Whereabout are we?
You're in the eastern part. You're overlooking the city from the east. Julie's place is on the most west side of the city. And the whole city is like 11-12 miles long from east to west. Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
I don't suppose this city has some kind of carriage system.
No. Well, not that I know of, but I still have. Speaking of which, I should probably call him around, shouldn't I? I'm guessing the griffin was teleported with me.
No, it has not.
All right, so I'll just have to summon him back. That's not a big deal. But I can call my griffin. Flight is fastest travel you can get in a city.
Your Uber will be here in 5 months.
So, what's the consensus? What would you like to do, my good people?
Voron
First-
just kind of looks slightly dazed and confused, and he's like, looks at Julie. He's like, if this is your home, I suppose you know where you're going.
Yes, I'm very aware of the city, and I'll kind of look around. Do I see any carriages or anything?
You know, there's plenty of services to just how to say this, tour around the city in a carriage, from like a simpler one to very fancy ones, with full cover, silk interior and all that. But roll me a perception check. Also, Julie, remind yourself you're a convict, and you're quite well known in in Bluestone.
Oh, I have that covered. Don't worry, love.
Okay. Hey, I'm just saying.
Okay. Did
Oh, yeah,
everybody
Julie.
rolling perception?
Yeah, Julie.
Oh, just Julie.
Genesis wants to respond to me.
But Julie, what is the main worshipped god in this area?
Money.
Is he
Funny.
a very nice god or no?
Yeah, my
Is he
question is
around a
exactly-
lot, or
Wait.
Oh, he's
Hey,
everywhere.
I like.
okay, that's better than
He's a
most.
very
cities.
kind god, a very generous god, even.
I'll,
Are his
here's a
followers here
theoretical
very
possibility.
generous? Or are they quite stingy?
If you
looking
can
at
prove your worth.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
A theoretical possibility about your owl predicament is that, if I understand my religion correctly, most beings won't, I guess you could say, interfere with each other's territory unless a real good reason, right? I mean, let's see. Am I right about the exorcist? That's usually how gods that rule over certain areas work, but I don't know if you run your world differently.
I love the fact that you're literally speaking like a level 2 paladin shit. It's like, yeah, gods, am I right?
Gods, am I right?
But no.
I'm a purebred paladin. No other.
Yes.
But yeah, no. Serious question. Like, are gods normally somewhat territorial?
Not really, unless in the massive divine conflict, not in the moral plane. That'd be kind of stupid. I mean, against morals, some rivalries between gods, like god worshippers, but nothing too serious. As for Julie and her perception, you can see quite, you know the places where you can find stagecoaches closer to the front of the town, because that's, one of the main entrances to the towns from the east. That, easy money to be made for those who are willing to just ride people around the city and show off all the nice places. But you can also just specify where you need to go. You do find quite a few stagecoaches, but they're not elite kind. A nice carriage with a nice cushy pillows, fit for 7 people. But it's ridden by a cart of 4 donkeys. So.
I'm sorry, how many people did you take a fit?
Seven people can fit comfortably, and it's being dragged by 4 donkeys. Not horses, not rams, nothing exotic or interesting, but donkeys.
You see, you haven't seen an animal fight until you've seen a donkey take out a coyote.
Okay. In that case, do they see us yet?
No, they're the stagecoaches who are handling the donkeys are just kind of. There are 2 people, and there's like 4 stagecoaches. One of them is like a overseer looking that everything's in check, and the other is just overseeing one of the donkeys.
All right.
And they're in quite a distance, so.
So in that case, everyone, I will get us a ride into town, and as I start to walk forward, I will cast Mask of Many Faces, and disguise myself as a large, ASMR-looking, kind of hobo-ish, but still well enough dressed, like lower class. And I will approach the stagecoach.
Yeah. The one that is like overseeing everything just kind of eyes you, and the one who was overlooking the donkey looks at you and just kind of looks at your group. Need a ride?
Yeah. Me and my friends here, we need a ride to town, if you could, please.
A scenic route or somewhere specific?
I mean, if you don't mind, like the most direct route to the beach. We're kind of thinking about having a beach day, if you don't mind.
Fair. I mean, there's a lot of beach, dude. There's just...
After days in the tundra, I could go for a beach.
Yeah.
Noram's just like staring at Julie's new face. Confusion that turns to concern. He's seen people do this in the past, and it's usually not for good reasons. They need to change their face and voice.
And yeah, but he just offers a carriage to the closest nice beach. just for 6 gold pieces, and for all of you to get in. And you know the
Wait,
you
you guys have any money?
here at
I have enough money to cover us all.
Yay!
as
The
as
gold
for
is a charitable god.
you see that the overseer kind of looks at all of you as you're still like having like pieces of like cloth that is just frostbitten, and everybody's just looking like the orc and Chud are both like having symptoms of frostbite, like purplish skin, and they're just like shivering, and he's just like confused, like. But he's
Oh,
not.
I don't mind
Would be
teleport
much
action.
appreciated.
Don't mind them. They are my servants. They are very motley crew, and they've had a very long day. So I thought I would treat them to a beach day.
I'll do
Righty.
7.
6 gold pieces.
Of course, my good sir.
Okay, so hey up front.
Yep. I have 15 gold on me, so I'll give them 6.
Wait, where did you get 15 gold pieces?
We found gold a little while back. I think around the.
Oh yeah, was it? Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, I remember it. The bounty hunters.
Yeah.
So yeah, he takes the coin and just like whistles to the donkeys, and the donkeys just kind of flop up and go spring to attention and kind of prepare to just walk slowly, and the carriage. I guess the person who took the gold just sits on the top and just says, "Well, go in," and just kind of slaps the benches with the pillows. As you're making your way through the city down south. So,
You said the carriage would hold 7. Right?
7 people comfortably, yes.
There's 8 of us, so it's not very comfortable.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, I guess the dwarf is walking.
How about fuck no?
I mean, Terry has.
Only strap Prince to the ceiling.
Okay. I mean, it's not too like it's like we're talking like it could probably fit like 10, 11 people if you like really need to nudge in, but it's like 7 and comfortable. But yeah.
Would you like me to sit on your lap, Julie? A pleasure for us both, I'm sure.
Oh.
Little buddy, hop on board. We can talk about everything that popped up.
Oh my fucking. So.
Oh boy.
Well, Julie, the whole streets of Southstone is kind of nostalgic. The cobbled streets of musicians and artists. Every single corner, every single street is perfectly manicured, at least to the south side. You all can hear just bards singing, dancing, entertaining people on the street for gold and silver alike. And just how to say this?
It's at a party.
It's a very carefree city, as everybody's just enjoying themselves and minding their own business. From little shops to little restaurants to just artistical performance, from as simple as a instrument showcase to something as a bit bizarre as fire juggling or dancing with elementals of earth. You see quite a bit, and after a good half an hour, you make your way to the closest and the nicest beachhead that is crowded with people, but as daylight is ending fast, more and more people are vacating the area. So, Julie, from your perspective, even though you're probably like halfway, well, let's say 1/3 through the city, and like put nicely in the wide beachheads of Bluestone. It's still a long track, but At least you got a nice beach to walk on that is kind of warm. A lot warmer compared from where you came from. But yeah.
And he brought us like down right towards the middle of the city of the beach.
It's more like I know. So you see the second, like in the middle, there's a small little green building by the beach near the water. That's where you are at the moment.
Alright.
Yeah. So.
Sorry, let me jump off of my map and check the one that you just made.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so okay. If you
So,
guys
Bob.
would like
Forgive me.
Yeah.
go on, servant, I'll allow you to speak.
I mean, go on, servant. I will allow you to speak. Sorry about that. Yeah.
I laugh because I am very much better dressed than any of you, but So, Vorum, Julie grew up in Bluestone. Where'd you grow up?
I look around at like all the beautiful buildings and like decorated streets and go,
Yeah.
not here. Well, no, not here at all. Why do you ask? And I have a kind of a slight frown.
Just wanted to get to know you guys better. I mean, we did almost die several times.
Fair enough. Well, as I am looking, I am looking desperately
Flashback.
for the name of
any
the
of you would-
place.
Oh
right now.
god, oh god.
If any of you would like to dip your toes in the sand and enjoy a
I'd
little
like
bit
to
of
ask
water?
anyone else while I'm desperately searching
Give
my
me a-
brain.
Oh,
Oh, here we go. Oh, hang on, I found it. Well, I live actually over at the city of Noek?
Yes, Noek. And the city compared to Soundstone is quite far west. Maybe a 1.5 months travel on foot. But it's by the shoreline. But it's dumb compared to Southstone.
I lived there for quite a while, although I have moved around quite a bit.
Wait. So, where exactly? The name.
It's quite far west from here, 'cause I know where Southstone is.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But I see. Well, I guess home for home. I grew up close to the hills and mountains of New Nurg. Big farm. But not much excitement up there. And I believe that leaves you. He points over to Jen at this point.
He's just staring out the window right now. Obviously ignoring you.
Put a hand on his shoulder. You okay there?
Fine.
Would you like to go to sleep? Are you alright? You're
I
looking
would
forward to
like-
a snooze on the beach.
Do you need a healing spell? I mean, I could...
Oh yeah, if you don't ask for any more services of the stagecoach, he's gonna just leave you there.
And you said we're around the second green building. So can we see the sanitarium from here?
Yes you can. It's a nice, tall building of red brick. And it's basically a place for the wealthy and for the notable to just relax. And for those who may have gotten themselves a disease or a addiction to remedy themselves.
Oh, Julie, you're home.
Oh, you're so funny. Do I see anyone I know?
Do you see anyone you know? Well, just looking around, not really. Like you've probably seen some of the faces you're walking through the beach, but you just know maybe their faces from like I don't know years, months, and you don't even know their name. Just passerby. It's nothing that you would know exactly. But yeah.
I'll start slow. Well, not even slowly. I'll just start walking in the general direction of the sanitarium, but I'm definitely going past it.
Yep. Past it.
We're just leaving the beach at this point, or is this?
I mean, you're all on the beach, and the beach just goes as far as I can see, both east and west.
Well then, I guess for the first time in a bit, I'm gonna take off some armor.
You're gonna what? You're gonna take what now?
Take off the armor. I've
Ah,
been wearing a heavy suit of chainmail for for more than a few days at this point.
there. Yeah,
It's gotta not be comfortable.
it's calm.
And is there any place to briefly hide where no one could see me for a moment?
Well. How do I say this? There's plenty of places that are basically public bathrooms, if you be like that. It's like these structures made of marble and just nicely, but they're just basically a very basic bathroom with people who come there with presentation to do stuff. So,
Okay. I'll take the opportunity since now we're on the beach and I feel overdressed to step into the bathroom real quick and switch into a more bikini look.
Where did you get a bikini?
Master of
That's
many
good.
faces. I'm just changing my
Yeah.
look up now
Fair,
every
fair,
once in a while.
fair. Oh, god damn it.
Each episode.
This time I come walking out looking like, let's say, just a tiefling in a rather skimpy bikini and just start walking with them.
Oh my god. Prince looks not amused and a bit confused.
Oh, come on. You know you like it.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So
So, Julie, I have to ask: have you always been this arrogant, or is this just something you picked up over time?
You can practically see Horam just go, yes! Except he doesn't say anything, but his eyes.
Very clearly
What?
communicate telepathically.
For a moment, I gained telepathic abilities.
I mean, it's not arrogance when you're just being truthful to yourself, is it?
Or when you have to keep yourself hidden from the authorities. Hmm?
I mean, disguise self is very true to yourself these days, but you know what? To each his own.
oh boy. So
Shut up!
So,
you can. Okay, I want to be clear here.
increasingly strange appearing friend, where are you leading us? I
Oh,
see
yeah,
this this lovely location, this lovely beach, but I also see it keeps going. I look into the distance.
Oh, my home is actually just a little bit farther up.
Is it a sand castle?
Oh, you would like that, wouldn't you, cave dweller?
A sandcastle is the antithesis of dwarven architecture.
Let's see.
It must have been nice growing up so close to the ocean.
Oh, of course, it's a beautiful town, and I don't know, maybe I'll introduce you to my wife if she's home.
She's home.
Mm.
She lives in another city.
Oh, I'm sure she is. She fucking ran from me, didn't she?
Hmm.
So, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So the whole beach. You don't need to roll it. You know what? Someone roll me a d10. Why not? Let's see what happens.
Or an
It should
eight,
be-
let's do it.
You know, Julie, roll a d10.
Julie, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm on
it should be.
How fucked
Some
up?
advantage.
How much? Oh my god, nearly there, nearly there.
You guys hear a hoot in the background.
So, walking through the beachhead, well, quite a few people either minding their own business, just visiting, or just enjoying the view, just relaxing. Quite a few people, occasionally you just come across a bunch of people just singing and dancing, performing for an audience that they gather up by their own vocal intents. From somber songs to cheerful songs to serenades about loved ones and the lost ones. You basically just walking this fucking beach, you basically almost heard every single fucking song at least like 4 times in the past 2 hours. Just like, yeah, I heard that one. Yeah. It's like, and it's nice for like a good hour, but then it's getting annoying because you're like hearing the same shit over and over again. It's like,
So, Julie, do you know all 5 songs too?
It's like imagine.
Well, I have rights to a couple of the other songs, so they can't sing it without my permission.
Oh my god.
Copyright
I mean-
law.
Copyright law. Just fucking. But yeah. I mean, besides the day growing darker and some clouds coming from the south, there's nothing really happening as more and more people as the time becomes darker and darker, and about 8 p.m.ish, and it's almost dark. A lot of people have left the shore of the beach, and they're just either left completely, or they're celebrating in like bars or inns that are much more set up closer to, not to the beach, but like near the beachhead. Like open-ended bars where you can hear music just echoing wherever you go, from one bar to another inn. So eventually you pass the sanatorium full-heartedly, and this is an interesting thing because from up close it looked like a castle, and then you realize the sanatorium, Julie knows, but for the rest of you, the walls are about maybe 120 feet tall, which is absurdly tall for anything.
Yes, very much.
And you don't know if it's some sort of like a bolstering act, or is it with a purpose or what, but it's just odd. And the buildings within the walls are larger, like taller, but still it's awkward. Why such big walls? Anyway, yeah. But yeah, it is about 8:30ish p.m. And Julie, you know this beachhead quite well. You walk this beachhead a lot of times. You know you're maybe half an hour until you're home. So, whew.
Sorry for the long trek. We're almost there. And I'll smile a toothy tiefling smile.
Oh my god. It's dark. You're still walking with a bikini.
So, given how many people here pick up the Bard-esque education, how many people do you think here actually look like they do, or is it all just a disguise spell?
Oh, I'd say it's about 60-40. Some of us are naturally graced with beauty, and we don't need to disguise ourselves.
Ah, that explains why you're disguised.
Oh, you want to sleep outside, don't you, dog?
Wow.
I only jest,
Perhaps.
mostly.
Mostly. So.
Some of us are also celebrities, and a mob may start if they see Julie De Silva's walking around, so I have to keep myself hidden for your safety.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest here. For
So.
the majority of my life, I have never seen this many people in one place.
Yeah, I mean, you saw somewhere that a lot of people in the same time, but we don't talk about that time. So
We don't talk about that time.
from half an hour to 10 minutes, you're getting closer and closer to your house, and it's in a very nice place. It's where most wealthy and famous individuals live, from teachers and scholars of the academy to revered musicians and artists alike. You have a very nice household there, 3 stories tall, everything made fancy with a garden with everything a socialite like you need, Julie. How are you gonna approach the house, knowing how it all went down?
Vague as possible.
I will walk by the house at first and just kind of side eye and look around to see if there's anyone.
Roll me a
in
perception
proximity.
check.
You see, I would help, but I'd probably just make the check worse. I'd probably give you disadvantage.
I'm just staring at him, like, look around. Do you know where you're going? This is your house, isn't it?
Yes, we're getting close. Just shut up for a second.
Just shut up. Oh my god. Okay, let me check. 14. Well, there's like in the streets there's nice lamps that are basically have a small candle or candles lit, and it's eventually take in and out, for replacements. And just looking through the streets, every window mostly have some sort of like light source coming from, every single place is busy or has some people in them. But your entire place, your home, is dark as a shadow, and you look around just in the perimeter, and you don't see anything outside your house nor someone inside of it.
All right. Everyone, just hang out here for a second. Try not to attract too much attention, and I'll start making my way kind of towards the back alleys for a second.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to break an entrance at his own house, don't worry. This is always a good sign. I mean, what do you guys have? A key?
Well, I mean, we were in prison. They took away our goddamn keys.
Oh, you're going to get like the spare one from a rock behind it, like the back door or something.
Yes, exactly.
So you're going into one of LA's doing what exactly? Just
Once I feel like I'm out of eyesight,
uh-huh.
social time. I will cast Mask of Many Faces again and make myself look like one of the town gods that I remember from before.
Okay.
any of the town gods just look like them.
Mm-hmm.
You walk up to one. Jerry, it's you.
And
Yeah.
once I look like a town god, I will actually approach the back of my own home and see if there's any way for me to gain entry.
Okay, so, well, so you dress yourself, not dress yourself, but you disguise yourself as one of the guards, a sturdy, stout human with heavy armor, a nice little shield and a mace, and a large tower shield on its back. It's fucking heavy, but you look like guard of a guard. You look like a fucking mini boss. Yeah, so you get inside your perimeter and go behind the door, in the back, like behind the house, and you do know that you have left quite a few keys, for the sake of either trusting someone with a key or you getting completely wasting and or forgetting it somewhere else in the world. So you have many duplicates made. And just looking around, all the keys in like under a stone in a specific patch of grass that you need to just like sink your fingers in. You find almost every single key that you ever hid for this kind of event.
So I'll take one of them and try the back door.
Okay.
Still don't want to be seen from the street.
So the first thing you notice is this place is unnaturally cold. Like, outside it's maybe plus 15 degrees Celsius, like 60, 55 Fahrenheit. Inside it's like 20, 30 Fahrenheit. Somewhere close to freezing.
Oh, I must have left the AC on.
The AC.
Oh.
When you forget to take off your armor.
Alright, I will... Alright, I do have dark vision, so I will just very carefully, don't even fully enter the house, just kind of look around and see if there's anything out of place.
The entire place looks like it's been searched through, looked through. But nothing like torn open or breaking. Every single shelf, every single cupboard is open, but everything is left neatly in place. You know, there's no like papers on the ground, like cutlery spread out, everything. Everything's just open and left to be open.
Right, I will slowly make my way through the house and towards the front door.
Okay.
Keep my head on a perpetual swivel because now I'm very uncomfortable leaving my own house.
Alrighty. As you walk through the house and open the door, the air is just cold and it gets colder by the moment you're staying inside the house. And all you hear a click and comes a fucking guardsman through the main door. What would you like to do, the rest of you? Just this like very fucking heavily armored, masked face beneath like like a fucking steel helmet, has two weapons and a tower shield. It's like, ooh.
Evening.
What are you guys doing loitering outside this house?
Just looking, just shaking my head. Really? All this trouble?
Isn't it fun though? Come on in. It's lonely in here.
So as you start to walk in, Julie, everything begins to go colder and colder. And now as you breathe in, your like you start to see what's it called? Black eyes forming around the furniture and around the shelves and everything as all of you walk in, and immediately there's a magical bear just manifests behind you all around the windows and through the back door you came from, Julie.
Sorry, magical barrier.
Yes. As you start to hear steps from the first floor, and a sudden, you know how there's like that sound from video games where open pipe like with flame comes out. There's just like a jet of flame coming. You just hear a jet of flame coming from above, and it's slowly descending. And you just hear, "You pigs. Not only that you took my beloved, you also came here to loot this place." And you basically see coming from the second floor, coming the staircase, a woman that is maybe in a 5'8", slim, modest hourglass figure, and she's holding a massive jet of flame in one of her hands, and another has a long black eye shard, as her eyes are bright blue, and some sort of source of lightning coming out of it. She's incredibly pissed, agitated, and coming towards all of you.
A
Do I
disgruntled
see-
fan, huh?
Do I see tattoos?
Yes, you do see quite a few tattoos. You know exactly who she is.
All right, I will spin around, drop my mask of many faces.
Oh my fucking god. Immediately as you drop the disguise self, the entire face just changes on the girl's face, and everything starts like the stuff on her hands disappear, the barrier disappears, and the room begins to warm up as she immediately drops everything and rushes down the stairs, nearly flipping and hugging you, Julie, exclaiming loudly, "Julie, you're alive! You're
Man,
alive!"
this is better than public place.
Baby, you would not believe the week I've had. Oh my lord!
Week, you've been gone for months.
Oh my god! I am so sorry.
I tried to scry on you, locate you, message you, nothing went through. Where you been? And yeah. Everybody else, roll me Arcana check.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
So, do you guys just like retire public place at this point? Because this is pretty much all you can get from him. Man, who's ever playing this guitar? It's really good at it. You just got like guy in the background
Thank
playing
you.
guitar.
Yes, this is one of the songs that I have the right to.
Oh boy. Oh god. So, Terry with a 22, with a clutch 22. Oh boy. So, looking around the runes that, well, she's dressed modestly, but she has a short sleeve clothing on. And you see, it's basically decorated in tattoos of arcane and devotion to the goddess of magic, Mistra. You immediately recognize the patterns, and you know there's only one type of people who are fanatical enough to do as much tattooing and the possession of a higher understanding of arcane arts. You realize that you're in the presence of the chosen of Mistra, the adopted daughters of Mistra herself, one of the most gifted individuals in the entire world in the ways of arcane.
Oh, okay. I'm actually all right. If that's the case, and I recognize that, I'm gonna take a small knee of respect.
Milady.
Yeah. Well, okay. Like if she's as experienced and knowledgeable, she would immediately recognize a religious follower. And Charisma is very neutral to all gods, so he just respects most religion, just in general, most.
Most. So yeah. So yeah.
Respect is mandatory.
So yeah, Julie, getting embraced by your love, your flame, your muse.
You would not believe the shit I had to go through. How have you been?
Oh, I've been dreadful ever since the time in the Elicor. It's not been very nice. I had to flee because I knew they were coming. I couldn't bring you in because they would track you down. But I didn't thought they would bring you somewhere I couldn't find you.
Oh, yes,
I'm so
that was
sorry.
an absolutely dreadful prison.
As she starts to look over all of you, as she just finally realizes that you're also there, she immediately spots the bronze wrists on all of you, and you see her look kind of fixates on one of your bracers, and she has this sudden face of fear and worry. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh no.
Yes, it's more than just legend. I was there.
Oh no, you were brought to the Paranama. No. Wait.
Oh yeah, no, they have.
And then she looks
Why
over
can't you-
your wrist and just starts to nimble through with her fingers your skin and just looks at you. Where is yours? What?
Oh, you know, Julie has her ways. I somehow finessed my way out of it by speaking to a god, believe it or not.
All right, you're welcome.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh my god.
Hey, you didn't even want to go and see the bird. I was the one that was like, let's follow them.
And I was the one who persuaded him to take yours off.
And I'm the one who has no idea what you're talking about. So I'm going to go into a different room and sit down there.
Okay. There's 3 floors. You can definitely find a room to just sit alone.
Yeah, no, I'm.
Yeah. As she kind of just, she was full of hope, excitement, and happiness, and now she's fearful, anxious, and confused about this whole situation. How did you get here so fast? She just starts pondering. Just
What was that name she said? Name of the place?
Paranama.
Paranama. Okay.
You avoided a terrible fate, but the fate is still.
Nothing can keep me from you, love. Nothing.
Really showing off that charisma modifier.
Julie, you're in a lot of trouble. Technically, I should also take you in and bring you back there. And she just kind of bites her lip, but I won't.
I mean, you're welcome to take them back. I don't care.
You-
Not
you
a single
fucking
bit of
weird.
surprise goes across Vorum's face. He's just like, yep.
Everybody looks a bit panicked. Um,
No. Jin looks up in the
Maybe
face like, I will fight
Pays to be nice to the bard now, doesn't it? And I'll glare down at Vorum.
Maybe he was never in
Um,
prison in the first place.
No, they're honestly good people.
well, there's a good news and also bad news. And she kind of looks at you, looks at all of you. Well, good news is I can take all of your bracelets off, at least 3 of them, and then the rest tomorrow. And she just kind of looks, and she's kind of lost for words, and looks at you, Julie. And the bad news is, all of you are dead anyway. It doesn't really matter.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay. Okay. First, let's start with the bracelets. Yes. And then what?
The bracelets are made of, I don't even know how to describe this. A horrendous atrocity was happened to this world 5 centuries ago, and a tainted scar remains. And this bracelet is made of this tainted scar, and this material houses souls in the hundreds, if not thousands, individuals. People who come in contact with this material eventually lose their minds, start seeing visions of lives they never lived, reliving as other people, and eventually go insane.
Okay. No.
Dovkin just kind of looks at you again and warmly.
That explains the smoke and the dark feeling I got when that god took hers off. Gestures at Julie.
I'm gonna be so out of the loop when I get up.
I haven't had any visions yet.
Yeah.
You live in a vision.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but when your bracelet was off, you lost the ability to see the half-dead dragon and the place we were running from.
Wait. Broke out?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh yes, there was this dreadful dragon. It
That's not a dreadful dragon, that is Paranama. She kind of touches her face as she's just trying to think of a solution. Like, she just come across like a very big problem. She needs to solve it now. Oh no. Oh no. This is not happening. This is not happening.
Wait, that dragon is called Paranama.
Yes.
That thing.
Yes. Previously, adult black dragon that got caught in the catastrophe, and his whole body is still alive, omnipresent, with the material covering it. Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, it was locked in this sealed area.
You see immediately she just breathes a sigh of relief and almost faints. Oh God, thank God. Oh, Mistra. Oh, they caught it in time. Oh, that is bad. That is really bad.
I mean, it did burst out of the place. They were trying to hold it.
It was frozen in time. It was frozen in time as we left. So
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
Once we left out of the area, yes, everything seemed to have frozen. But I don't know. Do you know about the dwarf man that was there?
The. Mm,
He seemed like he was running the area and was keeping
she
that dragon.
she looks like she knows what you're talking about, but there's this discontent on her face immediately. Oh, I know of the High Warden, and then immediately looks at you, Julie. Did he touch you? Did he do anything to you?
Oh, no one can touch me the way you do, love.
Ooh.
Except himself.
Do you say that out loud? I want to.
Yeah. Probably mutter it half under my breath.
Okay. So,
Okay.
oh no, this is terrible. This is so bad. It's she looks at you, Julie, with like endearment, but like looks and like there's still a sense of duty. She's not as free-willed as you hoped for her to be after all that time you've been together.
This kind of reminds me of a moment like when your dog comes home and it's like covered in mud. You're like, I love you, but what have you done?
Okay. There's a lot more going on here than we know. Can we start first with removing this? I don't mean to sound impatient, but I really like this off my wrist now.
Okay. She just kind of steps up and just like, okay, who's?
And I will step up to her and hold out my wrist.
Okay. Roll me a D100.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I believe in you.
If I lose my hand for this.
I mean, it can't be worse than a level 3.
Okay, let's see. Fucking exclamation mark. Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
That is not right.
And the only reason why I don't roll intelligence check for Lesra is because her modifier is insanely high.
I mean, hopefully, like, right?
Oh no, let me tell you this: her fucking intelligence and Arcana are 26 modifier.
Oh, actually, yeah. I have a question? Can I get some like extra history on the character himself? On the character, because my person is very much connected to literature on religion. Let's say, what would my character know that you haven't mentioned yet?
What was the question again? Because you kind of went all over.
Sorry. I was asking, like, what would I know about like the role that she plays? Like, not her in particular, but like.
What the Chosen of Mistra do?
Yeah.
So, I'll give you a second again. I'll tell you what happens. But the Chosens of Mistra are basically the clergy of the Platinum Seas, the magocracy of this world. They are basically head of the churches because Platinum Seas basically respect and worship Mistra full-heartedly, and being literally chosen by the goddess of magic, by the goddess of arcane, to be your personal like messenger. You know, that's a very, very much like a big authority figure.
All right, thank you. Now I kind of understand the scale. Of the
So again,
Mhm.
with the first, you just immediately see the volatile blue aura encase your entire bracelet, and with the single startled crack, all of you see Gen just kind of collapse on his both knees and just kind of plummet to the ground. Gen, through your sudden crack, you start to see hundreds upon thousands perspectives of visions. From soldiers to mercenaries to farmers to children playing. And all of a sudden, all of them feeling intense heat and pain. Screams of thousands echoing into oblivion until the pain is equivalent to, well, something unimaginable. As all of you see, Gen's ears begin to bleed. And then you finally snap back, and the bracelet is emanating this fog, this ashy fog from the bracelet. And the bracelet itself is basically getting dismantled in front of you. And yeah, you feel like you just got fucking like you just got into like a very, very dense metallic room, and somebody just fucking shot a gun inside of it. Your ears are ringing, your vision is blurry, and you feel quite a lot of blood is leaking out of your orifices. But you're alive.
He just shakily stands up and he's just looking at his wrist.
Yeah, there's quite a few needles, like very, very like precise needles that just embodies your entire wrist that was covered, that is now slightly bleeding from basically getting taken off. Yeah. And then she looks at your collapsed body, Lesra, looks at all of you. So who's next?
Varam's gonna give you quite a cold stare and say, "Is your magic back?"
He's kind of like still woozy and shaking, but trying to blink. But he's looking. He's like, "Oh, my head," and you start seeing him start to like change forms as his magic is trying to like regulate, and Mask of Many Faces is going off. So he's like,
Yeah, it's working. It's working.
It really is a 60-40
I'm gonna look at that and then give a slight kind of of approval, and then I'm going to look at the woman and go, "Me, I suppose," and offer my arm.
Oh my god. Okay. Roll me D100.
The wrong thing.
As she starts to cast, I'll turn to her. He was mean to me.
He was mean to me.
Same almost comes to you, but while getting on the knees, you don't fully collapse.
My anger in my eyes, it duly keeps me up.
I shall not fade away, for as long as Julie's alive, I will live.
The pride of a dwarf.
Yeah, harnessing the grudges.
Yeah. So yeah,
You're
painful
getting
as it is, you're still conscious, you're still alive. The ringing in the ear is fucking atrocious, but you're alive.
What did you say actually happens to the
To the bracelet,
Yeah.
you start to hear that screeching sound, and then the bracelet just like there's this ashy smoke coming from it, and it's slowly disintegrating into nothing.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh boy. Who's next? And then
Waddle off to the corner.
and then Prin just kind of takes deep breaths, and she's like, I'll do it, and let's see how he's gonna do it. Just don't roll high, please.
Roll the 100.
Whew! Whew! All of you see, as much as him pains to stand, he stands still, and as soon as the bracelet breaks off and falls to the ground, you just immediately see a flash of light coming to his eyes and a small aura appear for a moment and just fade away immediately. I have regained my fate. All is clear to me.
Good for you.
But what you now see at the bracelet, remember how Terry used the spell magic on it? All of you have like tiny little needles. He has like nail-sized needles in his wrist.
Oh.
Yeah, and there's like massive blood coming from his wrist.
Probably should have used something higher than level 3. My guess is she's using at least level 6, probably higher. Probably a good deal higher, but
Oh yeah.
Level
She's-
10 the spell magic.
it just might be. You don't know what to expect in this.
Yeah, exactly. So shush. And then she kind of claps her hands as all of you are like wincing in pain and suffering. It's like, well, glad to be of help, but now we're also in a bit of problem since now that some of you lost your bracelets, if somebody decides to scry on you or try to get your location, they will know exactly where you are. And then she
So my
kind
presence is putting you in danger, and I will walk towards the door.
of... Oh, they will never spot me, dear. But you're also not really safe here as well.
Great.
I assumed as much, but I needed to see your face again. I've missed you.
Yes, you too.
Okay.
And then she kind of looks at all of you. Any of you have an idea where would you like to go? the same question. The same question like last session.
Here am I. I'm just like sleeping in a different room, and I'm gonna be zapped. I'm gonna wake up somewhere else. Like not again.
I really wish I could say that you could stay in this house, but if they find out that there was a breach, they will start looking who went away and who stayed. And once they figure out who left, you all will be known well across the empire, and your bounties on your heads will be high.
Great. From hunter to the freaking bounty. That's
I have to say here, this scares me for a completely different reason. Because he gave me a loose end trait, and he's doing all this to you. He hasn't said anything about me yet, and now I'm concerned. Panic. One day I'm gonna find out. I'm just like, oh, by the way, you die. Like what?
What are we supposed to do now? We have to keep moving on the run. Like, why were we even taken by them in the first place? I still don't understand.
I'm
Honestly-
still trying to figure that one out myself.
Honestly, I know why you got taken, Julie. As for the rest of you, most likely in the wrong place in the right time, or vice versa. Uh,
What do we do? Is there a way to, I don't know, clear our names of this? Like, figure out what's going on.
it's not that you're criminals, it's that you are wanted by the Platinum Seas. And they are not the ones who forget or forgive easily, no matter how insignificant your thing was. Your best hope is hope that they just forget you. It's clearly they have something bigger in their hands at the moment.
And how long do we think they're going to be dealing with that for?
I really have no idea. It depends how severe is the breakout. Because if Paranama is set free on the world, the whole world will collapse into madness in a matter of a year or so.
Seems a bit more important than some escaped prisoners.
Well, the Platinum sees as organization many individuals, and everybody likes to have a good boast or have a nice promotion that can be accomplished easy. Some convicts who escaped and knows of the origin of Paranama is quite an interesting thing to get, don't you think?
Great. I feel like we're still running, even back in civilization. We still have to keep on the run.
Well, since we're here, before we go anywhere else, any chance we can get some walking around money and I can equip these bombs?
Can he have some pocket money?
Can I have some money, Mom?
Well, I still have your
Help me
funds.
out, Mage Mommy.
I still have your funds, Julie. Don't you worry about that. Also, pendants and trinkets of how do I say this? The relics that can cover your tracks from scrying is a useful boon, but eventually that won't work anymore. As every single one of your faces will plaster across the empire and beyond its territories, and everyone will know your names.
As the tension builds in the room, it's like she announces this, you just hear loud snoring coming from a different.
Oh
Everyone may know Julie De Silva, but do they know, asking many faces, Gronk? Or
It's a good thing that I don't have a solid name, and he starts changing forms too. Like,
Does anyone in this room have an actual face or not?
honey, you should know me better. I can stay hidden for long times.
it is. I turn looking like Julie's original look, and I'm like, you know, you got to be able to get close to your targets. So
Here's the problem with them and you, Julie. I don't know what crimes they committed, but you did a very, very severe crime. Not only for burning a church dedicated to the goddess of magic with me, but also taking away me from them.
Oh, you burned down a church? I thought it was a...
You do crazy things for love.
I don't think they'll ever
I can't
forgive.
believe I'm defending
hell-
Julie here, but you did kind of sneak in a with me there.
I honestly don't believe they will ever forgive you for what you've done. And
Honestly, I wouldn't expect him to, but it was worth it for you, love.
she has this sad look, and she doesn't know how to put it. She there's no embarrassment. There's like this like we gotta have a talk.
We could have the talk.
No, like that like not not ashamed but like sad. I think Julie will have to go back.
Go back. Go back there.
I have to go back.
Fucking. You just see him kind of like. See Jin just kind of turn like fucking knew it. Just fucking just knew it. He's just cursing.
I think she looks sad, disappointed because she had so much fun with you, but now it's like like it's hard
It got
for
so
her.
complicated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, no, I don't want to go back there.
Like the emotional card.
But it's my duty to Mistra, the of the sword, the goddess. I love you truly, and she kind of approaches you and kind of
Uh-oh.
don't say that word ever again in this moment. As you kind of just shoves bits and pieces of your arrow aside, and just seeing your clear face, and you see there's tears starting to form in her eyes. She just kind of looks in sadness.
I love you too, baby. Don't do this to me, and I'll hug her.
Emotional card again. Doubling down.
I'm just looking over at Vor, and I'm like,
War of just
in the corner.
Yeah.
Just, like, don't mind me. I
Snoring in the
ain't here.
background.
and then you just Julie, your lovely wife Lesser just looks at you and says, I thought when I will go with you, we will have maybe years, even not decades of peace, where nothing will ever happen to us besides few occasional rants and banters between each other, maybe a rivalry or two. But I can't let this world turn to madness, because if Paranama is set free, we're all dead. You, me, she kind of nods to all of you, them.
You are a magical goddess. Join us. Help us. We will help you defeat this.
if the issue is sealing this dragon, then
Together we can do anything. You know this.
She kind of looks at you with sad tears rolling down her cheek, and just kind of looks at one of your wrists and kind of grips it. I don't know how long will you last. Months, maybe a year.
Yeah, you know exactly how long I can last.
Oh god. The bracelet was on you. It doesn't matter for how long, a minute or an hour, maybe a day. But when it's on you, your days are numbered, your fate is sealed.
Then I will fight fate. I've done it before, I'll do it again.
She kind of smiles a bit and just kind of inhales through her nose. Well, we did fought together against fate, and here we are. You sentenced to death by madness, and me seeing it all happen and living with the consequences. That you died because of me.
I died because of my choices. You were the best choice of my life.
Man, he doesn't just have an emotional card, he has a whole deck, man.
Julie, love. She kind of releases you and just kind of steps aside. I gotta go. I'm sorry. And she immediately just vanishes in front of you in a blue mist.
Well, fuck. How many more months till I see her again?
Huh?
Don't know how many more months it's gonna be till I get to see her again.
I mean, wow.
Yeah.
That's your wife.
Yeah.
I mean,
all of you are now left in Julie's home. It is warm and basically is now fully just warm, similar to the outside. And yeah, you're just kind of left in this house to yourselves.
okay.
I'll kind of put on a brave face for a moment and everyone make yourself at home. My home is your home. Be comfortable, and I'll walk to the third floor, close the door, and just start sobbing.
Aww.
Oh.
First floor is the main area and the kitchen with a small little living area with a small.
I do have a question. How exactly loud is this sobbing?
I feel like Julie, if you would try to listen across the door, you can hear it.
I honestly don't think there'd be real muffling to the sobbing. I'd try to, but...
Aww.
Aw. This music turned from romantic to sad real quick.
So.
Wait, she just disappeared. What about the other two that still have their bracelets on? Like
Well, three, yes. They all judges see me like, she'll be back, right?
Emotional moment and everything, but some
And-
people
and
are
then-
still in the
and
waiting queue.
And then Prince just looks back at Char and the rest of the binded people, and he's just like, let me try something, as he extends his arms and makes like a T pose, like not a T pose, but like extends his.
You can't take that back.
Yeah. Let's just go. Prince does a T-pose. His eyes begin to glow in a nice, warm, yellowish light, and let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Oh my god! And immediately, all the bracelets just shatter immediately, one after another. And then he finishes his T-pose. It's like,
What did you do? Who did that?
Fucking T-posing on everybody.
I commune with my God, the Morning Lord, and he helped those in need. As he kind of gives a hand motion towards Dovkin, the orc, and Chur.
Wait, so you could have done that the whole time?
Well, I mean, he had to get his bracelet off first.
Fair enough. Wait, why didn't you have the owl take off his bracelet then?
Well, because we didn't know he could do that.
The memes, Prince,
I'm sorry, I don't know
basically.
what you know. I'm very much out of the loop, in character and in person.
You're asleep. You don't know anything.
Yeah, you're like. You wanna try that you know something, but actually just asleep.
Yeah, no, just
Okay, so everyone's bracelet is off, and
Yeah.
it's just like
A warm
Okay.
interior of Julie's house. Oh wait, it's very nicely furnished, plenty of places to sleep, all comfortable. There's a fireplace, there's a kitchen, there's a nice living area, there's few guest rooms, but not enough to house all of you in those, but plenty of space to sleep off. What you just witnessed and what news you heard today. So, what would you like to do?
Despite how comfy it is, I don't think Vorm's going to sleep very well. He's in some strange city in Julie's house, no less. He's anything but
with some
comfortable.
fresh PTSD.
Also been told that you're gonna die.
die of madness.
That as well.
Like I said, fresh PTSD.
But no, I'm just like just shake my head. And I look for a bathroom to like clean up, take
Yeah.
a proper shower or something.
Yeah, there's a shower, there's everything. You don't eat. You got your food. You eat your food, and there's plenty of like stuff. Like there, you don't need to roll anything. You're cozy. You're warm. You're secure. There's plenty of clothing that Julie probably can provide when she finishes her sobbing. I'm sorry, Julie.
Oh,
Mhm.
as
As
for NPC social interaction, I wasn't expecting this.
welcome to my games.
It's
As for
just
just because it's getting late, you all have your meals, whatever you want to make. There's plenty of stuff. Anything you like to do, just maybe in the place or outside the house.
Not at night. I'm sleeping, so anything I do in the morning.
Yeah, no, think just washing, eating, and just finding a bed.
Beds.
Okay,
Strange concept.
so as everybody takes a long night's rest, about the bad news, Julie's about 2 bad news is, I would like everybody to roll me a wisdom saving throw and a D100.
Me who doesn't know how to do.
Terry, you skip the wisdom saving throw and just roll me a D100.
Got it. 70. Alright.
70.
Let's see, +5.
That's either really good or really bad.
There's, I'll tell you with Terry when time comes.
Alright. Oh.
Okay.
First, 200.
That's enough. Okay. Again, roll me a wisdom save.
Give me just a second on the wisdom save. I forgot what my save is.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh, poor Julie. I kind of feel bad, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Gee.
Everybody's failing their wisdom saving throws. Oh boy, I'm gonna have a field day.
Me laughing and no wisdom savings.
So,
Oh.
Julie, okay. Let's see. Wait. Oh my fucking god. Nice. 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 Roll me a wisdom save. Let's go. Give me a second.
Come on.
I'm kind of concerned what wisdom saving throw is for, though. I mean, this is.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
Apparently, my character doesn't know want to know a lot of stuff. It's like fun.
Okay, let's see. If this works. Does this work?
Oh, whoops.
So close.
Give me a second. Just want to check if this works. God damn it. Ah, damn it. Why does it not work? Give me a second. You know what? This will work. This will work. This will work. So let's start with our good old Julie.
Oh boy.
The crying, the sobbing, the touch with the reality, and the notion that you lost everything. Not only your life, but also your love of your life, I guess. It fills you with dread. And then you start to hear noises of rain. And then you start to feel rain trickling down on you. And then immediately a lightning strikes and you wake up. Give me a second. So, my good little Julie. The first thing you see that you're in a black barracks room, sleeping on the ground, on this makeshift hay bedding. You feel uncomfortable by amount of armor you're wearing. You feel fatigued, tired, and exhausted. But immediately you stand at attention. Vorum, again. You immediately snap somewhere else as well. In a dark barracks in the middle of the night, on the bedding as well. Across you see someone who looks like Julie, that is not very comfortable in the armor she's wearing. And Julie, across yourself to like your 11 and 1 o'clock view, you see Vorum and Gen wearing similar armor as yours, as you're in this dark barracks. What would you like to do?
Ah, so you're finally
Man.
awake.
Man, I
Yeah,
wish
shake-
This is certainly not my bedroom.
I shake my head. Not again.
Sorry, what do you mean again? What's going on here?
You immediately see someone rising from like nearby, Julie, maybe like 10 feet away from you, and you see the face of Dawkin as he just kind of looks at you like slightly agitated. This is probably our insanity.
Yes, we've had a dream like similar to this before.
It was interesting. We were on a journey somewhere. I can't remember where. It looks like we've arrived.
Yeah, last time we were outside of could be outside of these barracks.
Can I just looking like at the internal side, the actual of the room, like what kind of structure is this? Is this
It looks like a part of a castle or maybe a keep. It's
does it have a particular like aesthetic? You know, kind of elven, dwarvish, human,
um
old.
actually looks like a human design, like an old humanish design. It's and this whole barracks that are in is very poor. There's not a single bed. There's maybe 200 individuals sleeping just on the ground, basically. Some of them are you don't know if like you see that some of them are very severely injured, and you don't know if you're at an actual barracks or some sort of triage.
I remember them mentioning last time something about how we were being sent off because with the wounded.
Yes. There was something about making a last stand. And I remember before waking up, there was a bright flash of light.
Uh,
Staring at the sun again.
and immediately you hear a loud door open in like one of the corners of the rooms, and walks this very heavily armored in this black pristine armor that's seen countless of battles of like scars, like not skin scars but armor scars. There's bends, dents, bruises. And the individual is like a 9 foot tall humanoid. You don't really see what race he is beyond the mask or the figure, but it definitely looks like a male. And he kind of just points his fingers. Those who are awake with me. And then immediately, you see actually, 6 more individuals besides you who just stand up and just start walking.
Am I in heavy armor or
Heavy.
Plate.
okay? Okay, and I'm asleep on the ground.
Yes.
I'll look at him and kind of panic, start turtling to try and get up, and just kind of like rolling back and forth.
Yeah. So who's gonna come with?
Maggot.
This, we have to remember this isn't real. This.
Well, to be the voice of doom, we don't know that for certain. What with the whole prophecy about our imminent death and insanity and all that.
Exactly. This right now is in our head. We need to remember that.
I will walk over and just backhand him across the mouth. Does he feel it?
Well, can you feel it? It feels like a real punch or a slap.
Ah, I like this line of logic. And I
Delay.
draw my weapon.
Oh
and
my-
look at Julie. We should test this in more detail.
I was like, what the? You? And I draw a sword. And I'm
No,
like,
no. When you start drawing swords, immediately the commander just yells at all of you, "One more step and I'll have you hanged. Now move!"
Yes, sir. We're just very enthusiastic.
All right, sir. These soldiers were acting up. I had to keep them in line for you.
All the different tactics.
So,
I'm gonna follow him.
so all of you 4 with Dotkin and 6 other individuals walk outside, and you start to see it's raining, and you're in the forest, like in a nice castle that doesn't look like it's been used a lot in the past years, maybe, as there's like a trail of individuals coming to this place, as you can see by the torchlight in the rain. And he kind of just points at the gate, the majority of the people coming. You 10, secure the gate and make sure everybody makes it safely. Failure is death.
All right, well then, I guess we're not failing. Yes, sir. Just walking off.
Just walk off muttering.
So,
What else do we see out here?
well, here's the thing. You see, you have this deja vu of familiarity, of like just the forest with mountainous areas, but this is a big black castle in the middle of it, and there's like a trail, like a dirt path that goes, you assume, south, even it's in the middle of the night, and there's just a large sum of people coming towards here. And you see, it's not like soldiers, but it's also peasants, scholars, a bunch of individuals.
Is the terrain like? Is this?
It's
it
mountainous
very
forest.
cold, or is it?
It's quite
Or temperate?
It's quite normal, maybe like
Okay.
15, 18 degrees Celsius, like 70, 78 Fahrenheit. So it's pretty chill. Not cold, but it's not super warm either. And yeah, you're told to hold a gate. And you're just like a group of 10 in a group of 40 people, like 40 people who are standing guard and just like letting people in by some sort of document. And you quickly have this realization that these are not like travelers or anything. They're refugees. They're looking for asylum for something to come.
While we're doing this, I'm gonna just look at everyone else and go, what do you think we're meant to be guarding against? Any ideas?
Are you asking the party that you know, or someone that
Yeah,
is...
no, I'm not just walking up to everyone and someone else and be like, hey, fellow soldier. What are we doing? No, I'm asking the party.
Well, wasn't there... Didn't we recall that there was a rebellion and I freaking they were trying to hold land?
We still think it's that one, do we?
I mean, it's the only thing significant. And we did learn that there was some great scorch that happened during that last confrontation.
And we are meant to defend against that, and I look at my sword with these.
I think it's not going to matter which side. If something otherworldly is going to take out this whole area.
So we're going to die probably in this dream and in real life. Things are really going up.
As you're having this conversation, there's a sudden stop, and like there's a road, and if like any moment there's like about 8 to 6 people trying to get entry, and most of them get entry. Some of them argue with the guards, but eventually get entry. And all of a sudden a commotion starts as a bunch of peasantry starts to go in, like into the how to say this, into the castle, saying that somebody got inside behind them. And to the point that the guards are actually getting their weapons out and just cutting down the peasantry. As you see this old man, maybe in his 80s, maybe in his 90s, having this white robe soaked in blood, his eyes gouged out, and in both of those eyes in one of his hands, laughing maniacally and just exclaiming the end of the world. What would you like to do?
What?
Oh, my lord, what the fuck is that?
I'll take the eye and eat it.
You what? Well, good thing Terry's not here. Dawkins just looks at this like, what the fuck is going on?
This. Okay. Freaking. This is what's going to drive us mad. All of this. This panic that we're forced to relive.
Yes, I
Well.
that could drive you to madness. Oh my lord.
So since
I'm gonna
everybody's failed their wisdom saving throws, as he begins to chant, saying, "Doom will come to us all. The men in blue will arrive from above and give us punishment proper. This world will burn, this world will burn." You all start to notice that all of you start to recite the words the old man is saying. And all of the guards that you're surrounded behind the line just look at you and draw their weapons against you.
Oh.
And
Yikes.
almost with no hesitation, you just get punctured by a bunch of blades without having a proper reaction. As all of you just kind of hit the ground, dying and bleeding, you hear the old man chuckle from like maybe 40 feet away from you, but also inside your own heads. And then you suddenly just snap back to reality with that echoing old man's voice still in your mind, cackling madly. So, Terry, the sleep went without a hitch. You slept like a baby. But as soon as you wake up, you just hear a voice, just like one of those final moments before snapping back to reality from a long lost dream in your mind. Protect him, bring them back.
Sorry guys, I'll be right back. Something's happening. 1 second.
That's what you.
Yeah, like. Ooh. Trust me, I don't need a reminder. He kind of gets up after that point, like, what are they up to? Like,
Yeah.
so I go around to the rooms, like, knock on the doors, and if they don't wake up to that, I'm guessing they're just sleeping in.
No. So, back.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all of you snap out. All of you except Julie, you are sleeping on the floor. All of you consecutively kind of snap back in cold sweat. No, Julie is inside her room and she's locked herself in. So, unless Julie wanted someone to crawl in.
Oh no, I absolutely locked myself in that room.
No blanket for you. Alright, well, so I kind of like, so who's like the first person I see like awake out of the freshly traumatized party?
So who you see first? Probably Warren in the corner. Just like Emil just kind of gives it like and just fucking stands at attention like, oh god.
Hey Warren, I'm about to go for a morning exercise.
I don't think Warren is on at the moment.
Oh, actually.
Yeah, he stepped away.
Alright, well then well then he'll know later. I just notify him of what I'm doing.
Okay.
At this point, but I'm kind of like I'm looking around for because I have no idea she's gone. I'm looking around for the wizard because there's the question I had to ask. I have no idea she isn't here. But like I get up to Julie's room, notice the door's locked, like they're probably going at it.
Oh. Yeah, because you kind of went away. Oh,
So
boy.
yeah, at that point, unless I bump into anyone properly, while going
I guess
outside.
Gan. I guess Gan.
I mean, yeah, probably. He'd probably be coming. I better be coming out out of the room I was sleeping in, with just there's like a frustrated look on the face.
Whoa. You okay? You don't look your best.
Oh, how could you tell? Like so much sarcasm, right?
Well, the eye bags aren't doing you any favors.
He just kind of pushes past, going towards the kitchen. Fucking, he's just muttering
He slowly falls like, wait, do you know where the wait, actually, wait, is she just considered a wizard, or is I forget.
You don't know what she is, but yeah. She's the user of Arcane. She's the user of Arcane. Just go with that. She's like,
All right. So the user of Arcane, lack of a better word. Is she up there with Julie, or?
she's gone. Or did you not remember that she disappeared in mist last night?
I went straight to bed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she's gone.
You might do the same thing.
After she told us that we're going to go crazy and with madness, she basically said her goodbyes to Julie.
And okay, so at that word, you notice his face switches from the normal chill happy grin he has and the sarcastic attitude, and he kind of looks at you with probably the most serious look he's given you in your entirety of knowing him. How?
How did she leave? She vanished.
No,
in mist.
no, madness. You, life. That's what matters here.
Madness. Yeah, she said because of the bracelets. It's the dark energy from the bracelets. Even without them being on, they still affect us. It's gonna slowly drive us insane until we die.
Very nice. Sorry about that. The neighbor's house is on fire.
what?
What?
There was one of my housemates came, knocked on my door and was like, "Hey, there's a bunch of people who have just jumped over the fence into their back garden, and there's smoke coming from the back of their house." So I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
And I had to go check, and it turns out that's the neighbors trying to escape their house because the kitchen's set on fire. And the fire engine's just pulled up. So
When a wizard gets
I
overzealous,
start
does
coughing
I
and
cast
spluttering, and it
fireball?
means I'm dying.
Okay, alright.
Sorry about that. What's going on?
Wow, okay. A lot of emotional roller coasters today, eh?
Yeah.
Freaking
Okay.
in game and out game. All right.
You still have the wounds on your wrist and stuff like that. Yeah, he kind of he doesn't quite ask. He kind of just goes for your wrist with his hand to kind of inspect it.
Mm-hmm.
You can very well resist, but
Okay. So, figure out what you want to do next, because I gotta do some stuff in real life real quick for 10 minutes. So have your dialogue, have your...
honestly, if you...
Huh?
Yeah, honestly, that's the best thing to... you could do your stuff now, we could dialogue it out until you come back, if that... I think they need some dialogue after that.
So yeah, take care, I'll be right back.
Sorry, what did I miss? What's going on?
Alright,
So it's the next morning, and everybody's kind of snapped out of the vision dream.
Okay. Yeah. So what's going on? So guys.
So wait, Jen, did you let him grab your wrist at this point? Is he kind of?
Yeah. He's just kind of look at you like, what are you doing?
So, is it like poison? A magical poison?
It's
You see for the first time he's actually like trying to consider something, like putting actual cogs.
it's some type of ancient dark. I don't even know if you can call it dark magic, but apparently it's very powerful. It deals with the souls of the dead, and you could call it a poison. It's slowly poisoning our minds with memories of people's deaths and some great calamity that happened so long ago.
Calamity. Death, poison. Wait, you mentioned a dragon in the in our
Yeah.
quick bluestone. I kind of got
Yes,
what's the connection between that?
apparently Julie's wife knows all about the dragon. This dragon, I don't know, it's dead, but it's not dead, and apparently some people came to contain it, to keep it locked away, so it can't destroy the world. I don't know.
Question. Prison. Locked dragon. Dragon hasn't gotten free yet.
That we
think
know
we-
of. It
That we know of.
hasn't at least escaped the area that we escaped, where we started.
Well, what makes that area special? Is it heavily guarded? What are we dealing with here?
I'm assuming they have very strong magic in order to keep it contained. Either that, or we're dealing with higher level beings that are able to contain such power. Considering that we've ran into, before you, finding you, we ran into an owl god, and also I'm most certainly definite that shepherd lady was also some type of higher being, deity. We're doing-
It's given this job. Alright. So,
Even Julie's wife is much higher above. I mean, anyone could tell that she is on a different level than
A
anyone.
very intelligent lady.
he looks over like, oh, when did you get here?
I've been in the doorway. I imagine I've took forever to actually get out my chair.
Me going with my 0 perception plus.
The
But
simple fact now is that Julie's wife told us that not only are we going to be hunted by these people, but that we're slowly going to be driven insane.
What a brilliant life prospect.
We
I
need
have a question.
I think open to suggestions.
Julie here. We need to discuss this, all of us.
Is he still upstairs?
Yeah.
Right. Does someone he potentially doesn't despise want to go get him?
He
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah, wait, there's some more people over, but like after he let go of your wrist at this point, Jen. He looks over at Vam and takes a closer look at his face, and he looks like he's looking for something, not finding anything, but it looks like he's looking for something. It's kind of, and I'll just. So, what makes you guys so special?
That's the thing. We don't exactly know why they chose us.
No, it's not just them. It seems like the world is almost circling around you. It's Owl God. It's more than that. involvement with the god of magic. It's involvement with a calamity. It's involvement with the god of fate and death itself. My visions are vague, but as I told you when I first met you, I was assigned to guard you with my life. That holds true until you reach your potential, whatever that may be. My job is to make sure you're alive to do that.
You
My
have
question is-
visions? I might have missed something. I'm quite an observant man generally, but I might have missed that. We're not talking about the ones we all seem to share.
You're having visions. Right. You told me.
No.
More
Are
like
you?
nightmares.
That I can understand. But and he kind of notices like, wait. I think
Look, we need to discuss this, all of us. We need Julie because it involves all of us. So, can someone go get her?
yes. I will. He like just kind of walks up at that point. So like you just Julie, you hear loud knocking on the door.
Fuck off.
I imagine like me, the other two of us are just at the bottom of the stairs, like listening.
All right then. So I'd like to kick the door down. I'm the only one here with a decent strength modifier, so I'm gonna use it.
I mean,
The DM's still gone. Go ahead and
Already
roll a strength check.
miserable.
just roll a freaking
Roll for door.
unarmed
Strength check to smash
Yes.
door.
strength or unarmed attack.
Donk. You've dented the door.
Door wrong.
Yeah, I think you might have like splintered it a bit, but it's still standing.
I'm gonna come up the
Next time I
stairs.
use the sword, open the door.
I'm gonna come up the stairs and see you like kicking the door. No, I'm just gonna. Julie, get out here. We need to talk about your wife.
I'll crack the door and just see my hair is disheveled. I have like tear stains. Give me a minute. Slam the door.
Slam the door,
So,
more
like,
splinters.
Come off the door.
Slams door. A panel just like breaks and falls off.
Yeah, no, like the door just like you slam it closed and the door just falls face flat.
Oh, well,
Walk away and you see I'm like completely naked.
never say we aren't brilliant therapists.
Alright. She'll be down quickly. Yeah, I'm gonna make my way up there.
Yeah, we do.
I'm just gonna put this into chat so that DM can see.
Hmm.
Fair enough. That's
So, where are we having our discussions? What is the best room for that in your
It's
house?
a big place. It's probably a dining room.
Hmm.
I would say the kitchen. Get something to eat.
Julie finally living up to his her own standards of clothing.
I come downstairs. I've already like pressed the digitation and cleaned up everything, and I'm looking good again. Okay, what's going on?
We are discussing how we want to die, or preferably not.
Because
You want to talk about dying? Kick down another one of my fucking doors.
I have an appreciation for architecture. That was points.
But he's like still looking over Julie at this point. I'm going to be blunt. I don't fully understand what's going on. No big surprise there, I know. But
Absolutely no surprise at all.
But I do know that my God, who happens to be the most reliable prophet in existence, has me protecting you for some reason. Now, for whatever that reason may be, I'm here, and I am protecting you. But I highly doubt I'd be protecting a bunch of dead men. So don't get in your heads that you're going to drop dead like a frog on a bad winter season.
Perhaps you have a wonderful destiny as a martyr ahead of you.
If that may be the case, then so be it. But
Look.
But then the concern is, why would gods take such interest in mortals that they would work out bribes, work out protection, work out almost execution?
I'm afraid that's probably going to be your department. I've never been one to even pretend to understand the realm of the gods.
Well, I mean, the gods have always been on my side. Just look at this place.
You're god of money, right?
Yes, you could say that.
Look.
Well,
I think we should address some of the immediate concerns. We are, as we've been told, going to be hunted down for the remainder of our lives. We are also likely to descend into madness. And also there is the potential for the world to end or something like that on the horizon.
Welcome to the life of a celebrity.
oh
I
goodness, don't tell me that
despise the
shit.
very air that I breathe in this life.
Oh,
So let us address these concerns one at a time. The first one, let's go with I don't know. Let's go with descent into madness. Any opinions?
we're pretty much on a ticking time clock. We don't know how fast this is going to progress.
Hmm.
But the longer we sit around and do nothing about it, it's basically either we sit here and wait till we go crazy, we sit here and wait till they find us and kill us.
Perhaps. And I don't mean to look at Julie. I don't mean to doubt the wisdom of your wonderful wife. She seems like a very interesting individual. But do we know we're going to go mad?
I mean, I
Question.
tend to believe what she says, but I also tend
Oh,
to
don't
believe.
worry. I have no hesitation that you will. But the rest of us, will we go mad?
I don't know, you told me you had that same weird dream, right?
Yes.
Could you describe this
And
dream?
I admit that's slightly odd. I was
Odd.
hoping that
Yeah.
would kind of end with the whole bracelets.
Yeah, well, as Julie's wonderful wife said, it doesn't matter if it's on or off. It's already had its effect on us.
So,
I
I don't
think I-
see any immediate solution to madness. We'll
I
have to figure that
disagree.
one out as we go along. Oh?
I have an idea. We kill the Calamity.
Ah, yes.
Unfortunately-
Voron claps his hands together. Of course. Why didn't I think of this?
It's so
I know it sounds
fucking
insane.
simple.
I know it sounds insane.
You don't
But think
say.
about it. Think about it. Why would the gods have interest in you? If it wasn't for something they couldn't do themselves.
I look at again and go, so, I think there's only you and me left on the whole sanity front.
If you kill the calamity, the magic that's cursing you could possibly go away.
Unfortunately.
And if I ascend to godhood, my financial situation will be brilliant.
Unfortunately, I don't see any other way than, as much as I hate to say this, we have to go back there.
Not necessarily yet.
Not,
I've
of
been
course
thinking
not
over-
yet.
Oh no, we should definitely go shopping first.
We're definitely going back prepared this time. Because if
Well,
we're going to go crazy, or if we're going to have to fight these people chasing us, I'd rather go down fighting than fucking sit there like and just kind of look, like an idiot.
I have a
Mm.
Eric, question for you guys. What month? We left the prison. Well, you left the prison. Different situation. But and I asked about the date. The date was brought up in some subject. You were off, all of you, by some months.
Oh god. Ah, fuck.
If that
Ah.
was the case, could it be theoretically possible? Because that the type of protection magic they have around messes with time. That would explain the big time difference between our situations.
Not necessarily, because I don't take it any of us have gone back in time. I think it's more along the lines of...
No, I don't mean time travel. I mean time dilation. Think,
Like I said,
Well,
the magic
no.
that they're holding over that area to contain that dragon is very powerful. We don't understand it, but that is the key to all of this. And I think it's the only key to our future.
So, let me get this straight, just to make sure I'm understanding you right. You think the solution to our potential insanity, to our being hunted down and probably murdered or imprisoned again, is to go and try to stop the end of the world. The end of the world, which is currently frozen in time in a frozen wasteland.
We don't know
Is
if it's
not-
still frozen or not. We do know that these higher beings are mobilizing right now. We do know that the ones who took us are mobilizing right now.
We
And
also
we-
know that the only reason they're not trying to track us down is because they're dealing with that. And you want us to go back to that.
Or would you rather like to sit on your ass and just go mad?
As Voron kind of sighs and goes, I'm sorry if I'm sounding difficult. I'm just...
Look, either way, this is going to end for us. We can either sit here, wait for them to kill us, wait for us to go mad and kill ourselves, or we can fucking fight.
Well, the way I see it, we're fucked either way. So might as well go down swinging, right?
Exactly.
Oh my
I
god.
have. This is. Hey, wait. Exus. Can I do a history check or a memory check? What's the
History
proper
for
term
what?
that?
For what?
I, because I don't remember it myself, so I'm gonna see if my character can possibly.
What? Remember
Do I
what?
remember the difference? I'm telling you. Do I remember the difference in time between me and the everyone who escaped from prison?
Well, you don't need to. You don't. It's happened just a few days. You remember it was March 12th. You got a proper invitation and everything. That was the day when you blacked out, and then you found the thing. The next thing you know, you're in the middle of the forest and it's fall.
I'm really out for that long. I'm missing something. He's like you could see it. Maybe possibly just hopelessly just turning gears in his head. He's just clearly frustrated right now.
Oh boy. So, what kind of consensus did you make while I was away?
Oh,
I think
we're going shopping. That's one thing. And
that's one thing. We need to gear up.
Whew. Am I hearing you saying that you're gonna try to go back there to fight? Ooh.
Some of us, others aren't quite as enthusiastic.
Fair. So.
I feel like, dang it, if only she was still here.
So, I guess if that was the conversation, Dovkin would say, he would be down to join you. Prince would be hesitant. Chub would be outright like, no, I'd rather sit my way on the beach for like a year and then go insane and just shoot myself before I go fully insane. I'm gonna be fine. And the orc just says, probably killing that thing would bring a lot of glory to me and my tribe. So.
The simplistic mindset of it.
For the glory of the Horde.
Like I said, the choices are simple. Either we wait for them to kill us, we wait for us to go mad, or we try to confront this thing.
So it's death, or attempt to not die, impossible death. I love it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's just how long do you want to do? Do you want a longer prolonged death by running from them? Of course, the madness will also hinder us from running from them and trying to hide. Or face it head on.
Oh, I've always been a head-on sort of woman.
You said you got visions of a past calamity. I mean, given basic history, we know it's not the first time the thing's been around. Do you think the visions, given the connection, are related to the first time it was?
I would, in my very not Arcana-based opinion, would likely say, as far as the whole calamity frozen in time in the north, we did leave that place just as that spell, I presume, was taking effect. It is perhaps possible that the combination of the bracelets and the whole wibbly wobbly timey wimey spell and the approaching apocalypse may be messing with our minds just a tad. and making us perhaps see things we shouldn't be seeing.
Well, I agree with. Where do these visions come? Is it just like pure? Like, are these past memories of yours? Are these just
Not that
nonsensical?
old.
Well,
They're
I
not-
mean,
Oh,
again,
I feel
you
bad.
made a history check before with this, like a few days ago with the first vision. You assume that with the conflict that you're witnessing is like 4.5 centuries ago. So
Yeah. So it's no way it's past memories of any of ours. This happened so long ago, centuries ago.
And it's caused by the curse of the creature that we now might have to kill.
I am very
Didn't-
unsure as to
And
what
we
the link is between our potential madness and the apocalypse and being hunted down has with this creature, but I would
Well-
perhaps link it with these visions.
Well, think about it. The creature's been defeated before. Maybe these visions will give insight on how that was done. If these are truly memories of the people who fought and died in those battles, then perhaps these visions serve more purpose than just insanity.
And so, what are we supposed to sit and just wait till we have more visions until we can piece it together? And by the time we piece it together, we all just snap.
Well,
No,
we
this
could
will
do
happen
that,
whether
but
we
then
do anything
again,
or not.
in the immediate, and I'm gonna stand up from the chair, I'm gonna go sell a bunch of ivory.
Agreed. We should.
I'll go ahead and search the house
Julie.
and head over.
Do you know any potentially gullible antique merchants or anything like that?
Oh, there's a couple of good places to sell around here. A little bit of a walk, big town, but I can definitely bring you over to the merchant section.
Then
But
for
before
once,
that-
I am happy to follow you.
But
Good.
before that, I'd like to search the house and check the closet safes and all that for some money.
you know exactly where you put all your money. Do you have a small little safe space in your bedroom? You know, somewhere that is not hidden by magic, but plain sight. Just a twist there, a crook there, and pop goes a hidden hatch with a small little box with a small pouch, and in that pouch, there's to the brim full of gold. 48,000 gold pieces at your disposal.
48,000. Good deal.
Yeah.
By walking around money. Wonderful.
And you were still asking for pocket money.
This is pocket money. What are you talking about?
Voram has just a look of disdain on his face. Pure disdain. He's like, ugh.
Yeah, I've worn that look quite a few times. But
Yeah, this is what I was asking for when I said, could I have some walking around money?
That's great.
And I'll pull out 1,000 gold and just hand it to him.
Here, take it.
Just
I mean,
Julie, this is a place of entertainment, right?
yes.
Do they have fights, preferably with betting?
Of course, Julie would know. There's
Fight Club?
from exotic beasts to humanoid to fights that go sexual. There's
Whoa.
plenty. There's plenty of different things for everyone's developed palate.
There are a wide variety of choices. Would you like it to be legal, semi-legal, very illegal?
Given I'm the only one not being searched and hunted down by the law, I prefer to stay on the right side for now.
Oh, how droll. Okay.
say that now, but later when you're getting hunted down and posters of your face all over the place.
I
I'm
don't
sorry,
think,
we're going into
those
town. You're going to see my face a lot already.
So-
I'm glad your humor is recovering.
I'm gonna look at Julie and be like, in what context will we be seeing your face? On fan posters, advertisements, or a different type of poster?
Wanted
Yeah.
posters, apparently, according to the wife.
Hmm.
I mean, not only yours as well. Eventually.
Yes, all of us eventually, but hers immediately.
True. So,
Hi, Julie. Like, I hate to ask this, but
since you're single now,
I hate to bring up fresh, but why did the arcane master poof off?
I wish I knew.
I
She's
mean,
probably just off to do some. She's probably going to try and stop the calamity herself. Or at least get someone stronger than you.
That would be handy.
Or, you know, she could just be a fucking bitch.
I mean, she's
Maybe I kind of glance, like looking for a scry, knowing I'll never see. No, I'm messing around, of course, but I believe there was probably a reason each of us were chosen for this particular task. Yours just might be the connection to her.
Let us hope.
But you know, look on the bright side, Julie. If by that pure speculation that is correct, this won't be the last time you see her.
Oh, I hope not. I still have some things to say to her now.
Well, let's hope the next time you see her, your words are coherent and you're not babbling like freaking mad woman.
Oh,
Sorry,
is there anything?
I need to stop going to bed so early. Well, I have do you have a map of the area, or is there one in the house? I have an errand that you need to run.
a what journey?
An errand.
Oh, a rare
Is it a-
errand. Okay, yeah. Well, Julie, you know that you have like probably quite a few scrolls of maps that were gifted to you as gifts. You never even like they're still in their fucking packaging somewhere.
They're still tied closed.
I'll just open a drawer, pick out one of them that's still wrapped. Here, and throw it at him.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have an item I need to appraised. I was going to ask the arcane master, but clearly that's out the window at the moment.
I mean, I could look at it if you'd like.
If you could, just be careful. He pulls out an obsidian obelisk out of it. It's a small little.
Yeah, a small one. Don't say that. It's like, I pull out like a fucking 12-foot long obelisk off my ass. Let's go.
Oh no, it's gonna be one of Julie's stories again.
Oh no.
But yeah. So like he hands it over, obviously.
Oh, God damn it, my computer went to sleep on me again.
Uh-oh.
Feels
Hey,
bad.
give me just-
Oh yes, Julie, all your clothing are there. Every single one that you bought. Some of them are technically should be still in fashion.
I imagine like rummaging through and trying to find like just some plain clothes to put on.
Yeah, it's like
Freaking.
The one
Out
time
of
Julie
those-
doesn't want to attract attention.
uh-huh.
I imagine this would be an Arcana check.
Yeah, sure. Roll me Arcana check. Let's see.
And
Alright.
am I able to help in this instance?
No.
Alright.
I believe, off the top of my head, my mod is. I believe that's right.
Well, if I can't help, then maybe. 1 second, I might have something.
You have no idea. It's not smooth and cold to the touch and has a lot of writing on it. Not in common, not in Elvish, not in a language any of you recognize. But it's how to say this, organized enough that you know that something is
Sorry, am I able to use... I know I can't physically help him, but can I use the Enhance Ability spell to give him an advantage on that intelligence check?
No, too late.
Gosh darn it, this is...
Think
Okay,
I-
so all I know is it's a long black obelisk with some sort of writing and texture on it.
Yeah.
I will hold up the long black textured object and raise an eyebrow at him.
You got some explaining to do, buddy.
I'll ask when I get to the other side.
All right, then. So yeah, be on your way. Find someone who can probably do a better appraisal than me.
Oh god. So
Thank you nonetheless.
Oh, okay.
now comes the true test. Are you gonna split in the 4 different places? As usually the party goes, because now you have the freedom of the city. Because decide, what would you like to do? Or would you like to call it and decide over a week?
I think it's a good time to call it because it's getting about that time we usually stop anyway,
Kinda, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and we can start like who's gonna go do what.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
just figure out you got an entire week. Make a list, check it twice. If you gotta
Yeah,
have
Now that I have my money in hand, I'll slowly take the ring off my finger and toss it to Vorum. It's actually worth a little bit of money. Enjoy, kid.
the rupee one?
The ruby ring? Wait, didn't you attune to that?
I did.
The ring does not come off.
Oh.
And that's the cliffhanger, everybody. and that's the
Then I
cliffhanger.
won't say anything if it doesn't come off my finger.
It's like,
Then you're like,
it's like
trying to pull it off your finger.
You're like-
Julie, you realize your spells aren't working. It's
I just look really confused as to what you're doing. I'm like thinking, is this some elaborate prank? Is he?
It's like yeah. It's like okay, well
I
before
know,
we
I'll
get,
cast
My fingers appear to be swollen. I might be retaining water.
Oh, elf fingers aren't
I'll
elegant.
cast a spell on it.
Holds up stubby dwarf fingers.
oh my.
yeah, that's the good cliffhanger right there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Panic.
yeah, so, yeah. So how? What do you want us? Do you want us to like prepare just for like a day, or how much time do we probably have, or do we not know?
I mean, first of all, I guess since we're gonna call it, you have exactly 20 seconds to say whatever the fuck you want before I'm shutting the stream down with no survivors.
It's shopping time.
It's nice to
Thank
be
you
home.
for coming
Fuck
to the
you.
Julie episode.
Oh god.
Come back next time for more Julie's drama.
Oh god.
Pretty.
Oh boy.
I'm following the money right now.